Hello everyone and welcome back to iAngelBabyNails channel. This is Angel Baby coming to you with another video, and this time I'm going to be doing a full set. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray alcohol and take my cuticle pusher and push back the cuticles. Remember to make sure you are sanitizing your implements, and I'm going to go with my sanding bit and I'm going to remove the old one, put a new one in. Make sure you do that for every new client you get. And I'm going to be removing the oil off the natural nails, or the shine off the natural nails, whatever you like to call it. And I'm so excited that I get to show you how I do my full sets, because everybody that comes in here that are my clients always get fills. So this time it is a full set. So make sure that you are doing this part first, because you have to remove the shine, because you don't want your acrylics to pop off, break, or lift. And with oil, it does not go well together. So make sure you are doing that. Also, you'll see in the back, you'll see my brush, one of my brushes that are right now soaking, because I did have some acrylic left over on it and I didn't remove it, so I had to soak that off. As you can see, I do have nails on in this video, and I'm sorry I did not take a video of me doing my nails, so I apologize, but I will be making something similar when I do somebody else's nails, one of my clients' nails. So now I'm going to be taking my tips and I'm going to be measuring. So what I do is that these are special tips. I only use them when I have to do my clients' nails, because I like to only use glass. So they are my special tips, because I don't use natural anymore, because a lot of my clients change their mind and then we have to soak it off and then go back. So I just use the glass tips. So what I do is that I measure it first and then I just put the same tip, because it is the same finger. After that, I go back in with my glue. I apply the glue to the tip and then I place the tip on the nail. I do not place the glue on the nail, then the tip. I don't know why. I've been doing this for years and I'm just comfortable with this. But whatever makes you comfortable. So make sure your client's nails are super relaxed at this point, because you do want to apply the tip straight and not crooked. And it's really easy to place it crooked by accident if they're not relaxed and you're not holding the nail straight. And you do see me dapping the excess glue off on the desk. It's just a habit. I don't know why I do it. It's just a habit. All right. So now I'm gonna go in with my tip cutter and I'm gonna cut it to the desired length. And I do measure each nail as I go with the other nail, and sometimes it's just in your eye to make sure you're cutting the nails correct. Now sometimes I do hold the tip down, but sometimes I let the extra tip fly, and sometimes it hits my clients and sometimes it's all over the place. So now I'm going back and measuring the nails, and I'm usually on point when it comes to this. So then I'm gonna take my 150 OPI file, and she wanted square, so square is the easiest to do when it comes to the filing. Fast and easy. Honestly guys, I did this whole set in like 1 hour, literally. Then I'm gonna take my sanding bit and I'm going to blend in the tip with the nail. I usually do this right after I file it on each nail. As you can see, I did mention in my other video that I do not do things always in the routine. Yes, in prepping I do it the same, but when it comes to disc filing and, you know, drilling, I do things differently. I don't just do it by routine because it does get boring. It's the same thing, but just a little bit different routine. And I hope you guys are loving this angle, but in the other videos I tried my best to get it as close as possible. Okay, so I'm blending the tips, and now I'm gonna be dusting it off with my mermaid duster, and I'm gonna take my no lift primer and my IBD dehydrate. So I'm going to dehydrate the nails twice, or dehydrate the natural nails, and then with my primer I'm going to be priming both the natural and the tip. I like to do that because it blends it in perfectly and it just works for me. Like I said, you do whatever works for you. You can go by the books, of course, but you can find your own way to see what, you know, what works for you. Okay, so I'm taking my mini brush and I am priming it now. Now this brush I did get from a local nail supply store, but you can get, or you can use any brush you like. It does, no lift primer comes with a small little red brush. I do not use that. I feel like it's too little and I like to get a good coverage, and I do prime it twice. You'll see some nail techs only prime once or dehydrate once or don't dehydrate at all, but like that works for them and this works for me. Okay, so now I'm going in with my acrylic application. She wanted an ombre look. I am using my new mixed cum acrylic, that's what they call it, cum acrylic, because like an off-white, and I am using Mia's Secret Cover Pink. And at first we were just going to use the white and then use my regular pink that blends in with my other color acrylic, like it's like a clear. But then I said it wasn't pink enough, so I had to go back in with my Mia's Secret Cover Pink, which you will see me in this video after I did the pinky. And of course I'm using my number 12 brush. And I know some people, they like to use whatever the top color is first and go through all the nails, then go back in with the other color, but I like to do it as I go because I love blending. So as you can see, I am taking my Cover Pink by Mia's Secret and blending it with the white. Now with this Cover Pink, it's like a love-hate relationship with it because I like it because it's very pretty, but it does give me a hard time to blend with any set that I do that involves this Mia's Secret Cover Pink. So I do not suggest you use this one because there are other ones, but I just haven't got the time to look for it. But in the meantime, I do use this Cover Pink. Now, I love to make sure my colors are blending, so that's why you'll see me multiple times go back and forth, back and forth. And of course, making sure that I have a good apex and good acrylic application with each nail. And remember to make sure you always are wiping the sides, the cuticle. You don't want any acrylic on the sides or the cuticle because you will get lifting. And you will see me always wiping in. It's just a habit, and you will get into the habit of doing it even if there's nothing there. As you can see, sometimes I pick up a bead, especially during the color pink, and I do place it on the napkin. It's because I'm draining out some of the monomer. It is too much, especially for this color pink. Yeah, because the color pink, you want to make sure it's not too much monomer, but it's like you want to make sure it's just a little bit dry so you can place it correct and it can blend good. The main thing is blending. Keyword, blending. Now you're gonna see multiple times my client is looking at her nails. She is loving it. When I tell you, this client, she is amazing like my other clients. But every time I do her nails, it's like she just loves it. Stay looking at it, stay making, singing to herself. She just loves it. And I love that feeling. Like when you get that feeling with your client, that relationship, it's the best feeling in the world because it's love your work. As you can see, again, she's looking at it. She cannot get over it. Three times. Look at nails. And the reason why I kept on blending it in with the white, I kept going back in with that white, is because it is this quote-unquote calm white. So it is not too white. It's like an off-white. So that's why I use it to keep on going back and forth. Alrighty, so now I'm going in with my 150 OPI file, and I'm going to redefine that shape after the acrylic application. And this part is so important because when you do apply the acrylic, it does take the shape away. So now I'm going in with my medium coarse drill, and I'm going to drill the nails to make it smooth. And I did this hand first, and then I did the same thing with the other hand file, then drill. Switch it up. And again, if you laid your acrylic right, you do not have to drill so much. But that is based off my experience. You know, it all depends. But don't worry if you don't apply the application right. You can go back in with your drill and you can drill off any errors that you made. That's the best thing about the e-file drill, aka e-file. I saw somebody the other day and was saying, oh, these nail techs are calling it drills. It's called the e-file. Of course it's called the e-file, but we're so used to saying drill. My e-file technical term, e-file. I do get this OPI 150 file from my local supply store. Okay, so when you are drilling, and I see you guys can clearly see this, you guys make sure you are focusing on that cuticle part. Make sure you're drilling that cuticle part to make sure it's smooth, and you could almost see the natural nail, because that's where your lifting will come from if you do not drill the nails correct. Of course, this is in fast mode, so you see me going really fast with it, but I make sure I go 2 or 3 or 4 times over the nail and then smoothing out the rest. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over my buffer and I'm gonna buff the nails. Make sure you're running your finger across the nail after you buff it to make sure it's smooth, because if not, it will show in your polish application. Okay, so after that, I am going to put these Chanel decals on her nails. What I do is that I took the decal and I placed it on the nail, and I had this beautiful idea to add this gold polish to make, you know, so it's really gold. But she loved it so much that she's like, hey Angel, can you add it to all my nails? And I'm just going to do the ring finger with that, but the ring and the middle with the Chanel, and add a little gold. But she wanted the gold on all the nails, which it turned out really pretty and really different, because a lot of the times with this ombre, everybody just wants the classic ombre, but of course my clients always want to be unique and different, so it was a beautiful thing. And this polish is from BMC brand. It's called Shooting Star, and it is one of the, and you're gonna cure the nails for 30 seconds. It is one of my popular colors, glitters. Actually, I do not buy glitter polish because I have sugar nails, but you know, when I buy a glitter polish, it's because I love it and it's different. And of course, I am curing the nails with my Cura Sky lamp, UV lamp. It was just so pretty. Like, she could not get over how pretty it was. And I only did 1 coat of the glitter polish. Alright, so I'm gonna keep that for 30 seconds. And now I'm gonna go back in with my top coat and I'm going to seal the nails. For an ombre set, this was the fastest nails ever that I've done. Usually it takes time because you have to blend in and everything, but it was just so perfect. And of course I have the comb acrylic on my nails, so that's how it looks. But make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Facebook at iAngelBabyNails. And now I'm adding some cuticle oil around the nails. And this is the final look. It turned out so freaking pretty. The Chanel, the gold, the glitter, the ombre blended in so perfectly. And thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button if you want notifications every time I upload. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at iAngelBabyNails. Thank you. Bye bye.